The effects of bullying can be short-term or long-term. Children who are routinely bullied are at greater risk of depression and lower self-esteem later in life. They're more likely to report migraine headaches. They're prone to miss more school because of excused and unexcused absences. They're likely to experience increased problems with family life and relationships. They're at a higher risk for running away from home, are more likely to have problems with alcohol and drug use, and they're more likely to engage in self-destructive behaviors. The effects of bullying are not just limited to the victim either. Many children who bully have lasting effects as well. Without proper training and intervention, child bullies grow up to demonstrate the same aggressive behavior in adulthood. Researchers have found that 6 out of 10 kids identified as bullies in middle school are convicted of a crime by the time they reach age 24. Bystanders may also develop issues. They may feel guilty that they did nothing to help the victim, or feel helpless that there was nothing they could do to help. Bullycides or suicides caused as a result of bullying. Repeated bullying often leads to depression in victims, and if the acts of bullying become severe enough, a victim may feel the situation is hopeless and commit suicide. Let's talk about a few specific examples of bullycides that have been in the news. Unfortunately, these news stories are becoming more and more frequent as the bullying epidemic increases. Jared High, age 13, shot himself 5 months after an older boy severely beat him up in the gym of his Pasco, Washington middle school. In the intervening months, Jared couldn't sleep, he heard voices, and he grew increasingly depressed, which eventually led to a suicide. Ryan Halligan, age 13, hanged himself after years of bullying. Ryan had been able to stave off physical assaults after learning Taibo kickboxing techniques, but he was eventually overwhelmed by psychological harassment at his middle school. After Ryan's suicide, his father discovered instant message archives, revealing that one so-called friend had spread embarrassing rumors about Ryan's sexuality, and that a female schoolmate had flirted with Ryan to gather secrets, only then to broadcast them later. Megan Meier. In the first high-profile case of cyberbullying, Missouri teenager Megan Meier hanged herself weeks before her 14th birthday after she was cruelly dumped by a fictitious boy named Josh, with whom she had had correspondence on MySpace and Instant Message. In his final message, Josh wrote, "You're a bad person and everybody hates you. Have a blank rest of your life. The world would be a better place without you." Josh, it turned out, had been created by a friend's mom named Lori Drew, reportedly to mess with Megan for slighting her daughter. Drew was convicted and then acquitted of federal misdemeanor charges related to Megan's suicide. The case has prompted several cyberbullying laws. Phoebe Prince, a recent Irish immigrant, hanged herself after nearly 3 months of routine torment via text message and through Facebook by students at her high school. She was a freshman who was reportedly harassed by older girls who resented her for dating an older football player. Her death shook the town of South Hadley, where she lived, and prompted the Massachusetts legislature to pass an anti-bullying law. Tyler Clementi, a Rutgers University freshman, posted a goodbye message on his Facebook page before jumping to his death after his roommate secretly filmed him during a sexual encounter in his dorm room and then posted it live on the internet. Bullying back is common advice given to students who are the victim of a bully. This is far from the ideal situation. It is perpetuating the learned behavior that you can control and intimidate others through force, either physical or emotional. In some cases, the victim of the bully will become angry and strike out against someone they feel powerful around, thus them becoming the bully. For instance, a child who is verbally abused by older children may verbally abuse younger children or weaker classmates as a way to deal with the bullying incidents. Of all bullies, 90% of them were bullied themselves. Only 10% were true bullies. It is a vicious cycle, one that you can help stop.